Hey folks, you're watching The Hungry Handgunner. I'm Nick, and today we're going to be testing a gun that I've waited a very long time to get. It's not a new gun, new to me, one of those guns that I always wanted, couldn't afford, and by the time I got to the point where I could afford one, couldn't find one, well, finally found one and had some money, so I snagged it. We're talking about the KelTec PMR30. So, for those of you that don't know, 30 rounds of 22 magnum in a very lightweight polymer package. So, we're going to shoot it, have some fun. Yeah, this will be good. All right. Holy smokes. I'm not sure how well the fireball's picking up from there. Number one, great trigger. Number two, holy fireball, that man. Let's try a different camera angle so hopefully you guys can see this too. Alright, we're just going to shoot it again. Yeah, it's got a fantastic trigger on it. But there we go. My God, this is fun. Holy smokes. Well, we got, I guess, 10 rounds. Let's just do 10 rounds and see what this does on the steel. Should be fun. My God. I may have a new favorite rimfire to come out here with. Oh, there's more. Second mag. Yeah, this is cool. Alright, so before I waste, I've got more 22 mag ammo coming, but before I waste what I do have out here just doing this, let's go ahead and do a close-up. I'm going to put up a paper target, we're going to do accuracy, things like that. Oh, so far, so good. This thing's just amazing so far. So I just want to start by showing you that it is, in fact, unloaded. But we'll go ahead and drop the slide on it. So, there it is. It's definitely a handful. It's definitely a full-size gun. You do see you got a spot for some lights underneath there. The fiber optic sights, they're decent inside. Outdoors though, wow, they really light up. They do a good job of catching that light. Just really lighting the way, so to speak. No pun intended. So it's polymer. It's very light. I'm just daintily holding it with a couple fingers because this thing's so light. You do have a European style mag release here on the heel. 30 round magazine, looks like witness marks every 5 rounds, so cool there. You do have to be a little bit careful loading the mag, as you can imagine, because they're rimmed, to avoid getting kind of rim lock. So very cool, very Keltec-ish, as you can tell. Absolutely can tell it's a Keltec, but fun to shoot, flat shooting, can shoot it very fast. So yeah, let's there's gonna be more specs and stuff I'll put down in the description, but let's go ahead and put up a paper target and see what we get for accuracy. Alright, we have a Birchwood KC shoot and see, I think it's Birchwood KC, I don't know, one of those shoot and see type targets. Over there, it is 12 yards from where we're standing. So I'm going to put 5 rounds in each of the small circles on the bottom, and then I'll probably put the rest in the center. So 30 round magazine, we are shooting some CCI Maxi Mags, 40 grain. Let's get to shooting, then we'll look at the target. All right, now we're gonna put, should be right at 20 rounds. We're gonna put in the center red area and see what we get. So here's what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all touching the line or within the line on that circle. 2 outside the line down here on the bottom right. Did get 1 in the red though. And then the 20 there. Some of them spread out a little bit. I was trying to go a little fast. Still getting used to that gun, man. It's a weird feeling gun. So the question going through everybody's mind has got to be why. Same question I had. Why? It's not as cheap to shoot as 22 long rifle. It's definitely not as quiet to shoot. So why would you want a pistol chambered in 22 Magnum? Well, we're going to be doing some chronograph testing as time goes on, things like that, and kind of seeing just what sort of performance are you getting out of this gun. Is it worth it, so to speak? And one of the things that I have seen touted the most is that as a defensive pistol, perhaps this isn't a bad option. The weight is such that anybody can hold this gun. The recoil is very mild, and the ability to put a lot of rounds downrange very quickly, well, we're kind of proving that today. So I'm not completely sold on the idea of this for defensive use, especially if you can handle something like a 9mm counterpart, something with a little bit more reliability, center fire versus rim fire, and a little bit better projectile design. That's just my take on it so far, and that may change as time goes on. But as a survival tool, maybe this is it. This light, this compact, this many rounds on board, ammunition being that light. If you're retaining enough performance downrange with the 22 Magnum out of this kind of firearm to dispatch small game, if it's accurate enough to dispatch small game at typical small game distances, then maybe this isn't a bad pack gun. Certainly not going to be a good bear defense gun, but maybe it's a good pack gun. So that's going to wrap it up for our first look at the KelTec PMR30. Very interesting. I'm looking forward to putting more rounds through this. I have some more ammunition coming in soon. Don't want to discuss what it cost, but it's definitely not as cheap as it used to be, and definitely not as cheap as 22 long rifle. It's cheaper than 5.56, which isn't saying much, but it is definitely going to be a lot of fun playing with this as time goes on and seeing just what this is all about. So if you have thoughts on the KelTec PMR30, drop them in the comments below. Guys, stay safe, keep shooting, and I'll see you next time.